Welcome to The Explainer. Okay, let's dive right into this. Today, we are completely shattering the illusion of the glamorous startup. We all grew up watching movies about college dropouts building world-changing tech empires right out of their garages. But after digging into the actual data and listening to the stories of people who have quietly accumulated massive wealth, a really fascinating truth emerges. The real secret to financial freedom usually isn't brilliant, and it definitely isn't glamorous. Today, we're exploring exactly why boring businesses actually earn more.
To see this in action, let's look at two very different types of entrepreneurs. On one side, we have guys like Daniel and Karan. They're spending exhausting 14-hour days chasing the next big thing. Karan opens a premium cafe with imported coffee machines and a fancy aesthetic, just eagerly waiting for customers to walk in. Daniel, he's burning through his savings trying to invent a viral app, competing against literally thousands of other ambitious people doing the exact same thing. Now on the flip side, we have Alex and Mahesh. Alex buys an established 15-year-old laundromat. Mahesh sets up a small commercial cleaning office with 3 employees and secured contracts. While Daniel and Karan are absolutely drained from the daily grind of hunting for new customers, Alex and Mahesh are quietly collecting automated wealth. They're literally checking payment notifications while sitting on a beach. It's a stark contrast, right? Exhausting yourself for applause versus quietly building cash flow.
So let's get into part 1, the ugly advantage. I want you to really think about this idea. The discomfort isn't the obstacle. It's the barrier to entry that protects you from competition. Think about commercial window cleaning, people dangling from harnesses outside hospitals and tall office buildings. Or think about portable restroom rentals. It sounds like a blue-collar job, not a highly educated business choice, right? But here's the magic. Because nobody wants to strap on a harness or deal with a portable toilet, these operators face almost zero competition. A business owner running 3 window cleaning crews can easily bill $300,000 a year on automatic annual contracts, and they never even have to strap on a harness themselves. If you're sitting there thinking that ignoring these ugly industries is a smart move, well, consider this. $34.86 billion. That is the projected global market size for portable restrooms by the year 2030. Every single construction site, every fair, every outdoor event needs one, and nobody wants to own them. By ignoring these unglamorous needs, the glamorous entrepreneurs are literally leaving massive amounts of money on the table for the quiet operators to just sweep up. This perfectly highlights the fundamental difference in sales dynamics. When you open a flashy cafe, you are selling persuasion. You're practically begging people to come in and choose your latte over the 10 other beautiful shops on the exact same street. It is a slow, exhausting battle. But imagine it's 10 p.m. and a restaurant owner spots a cockroach in their commercial kitchen, and they have a food inspector arriving tomorrow morning. When they frantically call a pest control company, they're absolutely not bargaining over the price. They are urgently buying a solution to a massive business-ending threat. When the client urgently needs what you offer, you don't persuade, you just charge for the solution. Moving on to part 2, silent infrastructure and location. Think about a vending machine or an ATM. Most people think these businesses are about selling sodas or dispensing cash, but the reality, they're actually about monetizing empty space. Think about it. When you install a vending machine in a corporate office or a gym, you aren't really buying the machine. You are buying permission to stand 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, in a spot that was previously worth $0. The machine never asks for a raise, it never takes a coffee break, and it just quietly collects money from foot traffic. And how reliable are these machines? Well, get this, 95%. That is the survival rate of laundromats after 5 years of operation. Compare that to the survival rate of a trendy new restaurant, which, as we know, often closes its doors within the first couple of years. People will always need to wash their clothes. That doesn't change with the economy, and it doesn't change with technology. A laundromat is basically a room full of machines renting out access. It boasts huge profit margins and almost guaranteed longevity. And this silent infrastructure, it extends all over our modern lives. Look at self-storage units. They aren't just for families moving anymore. They've become the silent e-commerce infrastructure for small online sellers who just need cheap warehouse space. Or look at parking lots in high-demand business districts. You're literally just paving over empty land and charging people to leave their cars there. No inventory, no customer service, just pure location. Even RO water ATMs at train stations and hospitals serve an essential undying public need for safe drinking water. You set it up, and the location does the heavy lifting for you. Okay, part 3, buying the headache. The mechanics here are brilliantly simple. Step 1, you identify a headache. A hospital doesn't want to worry about dirty bed sheets delaying a surgery. An IT park definitely doesn't want to worry about dirty washrooms.
Step 2, you take over those messy operations through commercial cleaning or commercial laundry services. Step 3, you sign a locked-in annual contract. And here is the real secret. You manage the system, you manage the clients, and you ensure quality control. You are not the one holding the mop or loading the washing machines. You are managing the business. This brings us to a golden rule in business. Customers don't pay for the service. They pay for the tension to disappear completely. When a corporate client knows their office will be spotless every single morning, they stop looking at the price tag and they start looking at the reliability. Reliability is the most expensive, valuable product you can sell. And that's exactly why these unglamorous businesses easily lock in long-term, highly lucrative clients. Now, another way to solve a headache is by absorbing the cost of expensive tools. Think about heavy equipment rental. If a builder needs a concrete cutter for just 10 days, they have two options, right? Buy a $3,000 machine they'll barely use, or rent it for a fraction of the cost. The brilliant logic here is that the modern economy strongly prefers paying for access over paying for ownership. As the business owner, you buy that expensive tool once, and then you rent it out dozens of times. The equipment quickly pays for itself, and from then on, every rental is almost pure automated profit. Finally, part 4, the recurring revenue secret. This analogy is going to completely change how you view a business. Let's look at the popsicle model. If you sell a popsicle, you earn money exactly once. Tomorrow, you wake up at 0, and you have to hunt for a brand new customer all over again. Honestly, it is exhausting. But now look at the popsicle cart rental model. If you rent the cart to someone else, you earn money every single month on autopilot, without ever having to sell a single popsicle yourself. This is the magic of auto-renewing subscriptions and contracts. Think about the stark difference in daily anxiety here. On one side, we have our premium cafe owner. You make a sale today, but tomorrow you have to market, sell, and negotiate all over again just to keep the lights on. On the other side, we have a laundromat owner, or maybe someone running a B2B Microsoft software that solves a really boring operational problem. The customer signs up once, and the payment is automatic month after month. The secret to massive wealth isn't about which flashy industry you choose. It is entirely about the frequency of the payment from a single client. So what does this all mean? What are the core mindsets of these quiet millionaires? First, they prioritize reliable cash flow over excitement and applause. Second, they build repeatable systems instead of desperately chasing the next viral trend. Third, they don't try to reinvent the wheel. Actually, they just execute old proven ideas better than anyone else. And finally, they solve everyday, unglamorous operational problems that people are more than eager to pay to make disappear. I want to leave you with this final provocative thought. The next time you evaluate a business idea, before you think about the branding or the app or the Instagram aesthetic, pass it through this one simple filter. Ask yourself, will this pay me once or will this pay me every month? That single question eliminates about 90% of the exhausting ideas out there, and it points you directly toward the boring businesses that will actually build you long-term wealth. Thanks for joining me on this explainer. Now go find your boring, brilliant idea.